With a story you'll only see here on NBC Charlotte, a violent robbery on a busy street right in the middle of the day. It is a crime that could happen to any family walking in uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we're hearing from the young woman who describes the terrifying moments when a mugger tried to take her purse.
He pulled me down to the ground. My knees are still probably swollen of some sort, and just kind of pulled me by my arms and my purse. And afterwards, the bruising all happened the second day, but the scabs are much better at this point.
Wow, this happened on Graham Street in Uptown, a busy stretch packed with people and businesses. Defender Mark Boyle spoke with a young woman today. He joins us live with the details. Mark, this isn't the first time we've reported violence in this part of the Queen City.
Not at all, and that attack you just heard from that woman, that happened right across the street from the Crave Dessert Bar. We also wanted to talk about the Epicentre crime because that's something that we've been talking about a lot as well. These are the crime reports from June 1st. There are dozens of them, and tonight there are warnings out, victims speaking out, so you and your family stay safe when you go to Uptown. Maggie Fahey knows she's lucky she wasn't hurt even worse. Her bruises and cuts are healing, but a reminder of the violent robberies she suffered right here in the heart of the city.
I had my handbag out on my arm, and he slipped his arm through my handbag when he was running past me and whipped me down to the ground and just started pulling.
The victim says she was walking down the sidewalk here on Graham Street, headed to a bar. It was about 7:30 at night when all of a sudden a man was running behind her, attacked her, tried to steal her purse. He got away with her cell phone and a credit card. Police caught up with that man a few minutes later. CMPD was able to find Ja'Carri's Pemberton within a couple of hours because he turned on Fahey's cell phone, and that Find My iPhone feature led cops right to him.
Ultimately, we tracked my iPhone about an hour later with the police.
This is just one example of violent crime NBC Charlotte has been looking into. The Epicentre and surrounding areas seem to be a hotbed for crimes such as assaults, car break-ins, and robberies. According to CMPD, since June of this year, officers have reported more than 40 crimes at the Epicentre. Gregory Byers is a custodian for CMS, and on the weekends he plays his saxophone on the corner of 4th and College for extra cash.
I took off running as fast as I could, even though I was sore on my body. I wanted to catch him.
He told me a young man kicked over his tip bucket and ran off with the cash a few days ago.
I was devastated. It's the first time something like this ever happened to me.
And you likely won't forget about this. In May, we reported a vicious crime. 37-year-old Silas Stanley had just left a Live After 5 event at the Epicentre when he was attacked by a stranger with a knife. Meantime, police urge you to be aware and know who's around you. And Fahey has a warning for other folks and women carrying purses, whether you're in Uptown or anywhere else for that matter.
Just be more aware that these things are happening and that obviously the security that probably needs to be there isn't there. So I think the crime is rising in Uptown to begin with.
And that's what a lot of folks say. As for the Epicentre, I did speak with property managers. They say they consistently and constantly work with CMPD, private security, and the stores there to make sure there is a visible security presence so everyone tries to stay safe and these problems don't happen downtown. I'm Mark Boyle reporting live this evening. Now back to you.